Bobby Green walked into the cage. He felt confident, and it was only about the second strike that he threw, at least perception-wise. He clipped Grant Dawson. A lot of people are calling it a jab. Really, it was a southpaw left cross down the pipe, and one was really all that it took. A couple follow-up shots got the job done. I think that's where we got like 7 total significant strikes from, a couple follow-up shots. But really, I think you could tell Dawson was frozen after that first one. What do you think factored into this one, AJ? Because I have a theory, but I want your thoughts. Why did Grant Dawson run through everybody and then just get instantly clipped by Bobby Green?
Man, for what I was seeing in the fight, Derek, timing. The timing that Bobby Green threw that strike. He saw Grant Dawson open up just a little bit with his own left hook, and Bobby Green was able to get to A to B faster and cleaner and smoother, literally taking the direct route. And we saw what happened, man. Stuffed Grant Dawson, put him on his back, and you're right. He was staring up at the sky, only needed a couple more to put him out. I think the timing that Bobby Green had to do that with the explosiveness, and especially being early in the round, being fresh, having all that stuff going for you, was really a amalgamation of all the bad things that could have happened for Grant Dawson. And Bobby Green's timing was just perfect enough to land it on the button. What do you think kind of played factor into this one, Derek?
Well, I think you definitely on the money. Timing was on point. Bobby Green, slickster style, hands down. You can't really see the jab coming up or the straight cross coming down the pipe. There was no tell to it. There was no give. A lot of dudes wind up and then strike. His was boop, straight line. That's what we say. Point A to point B, right? My theory is this. I think Grant Dawson found himself in a predicament where he put so much pressure on himself, right? Where he says, hey, I know I have to win these fights. If I want to be where I want to be, I have to beat the Bobby Greens, right? Because if I don't, I'm not gone forever, but it's going to be a long trek back up that hill to get to where I want to be. Closes as like a minus 430 favorite or something like that. Everybody expects him to dominate. I said in the pre-show, if you don't dominate, you don't really win. This is a lose-lose spot for you. And what happens? He lost, right? But the reason why I think is a little bit of tenseness. I felt Bobby Green walked in confident, ready to go. What's up? Walked him down. Let's do this, right? Grant Dawson immediately, he put himself on the back foot, back against the wall, and I think was just sitting there like, all right, I can't get caught. I got to get to that takedown. Being so tense. First one you get hit with, boom, you're done. And now that's my theory. Obviously, he's fought a bunch of these other dudes, same exact predicament, and he was able to prevail. I just think that it looked almost too much of like you're too wound up, you got clipped, you got dropped, and you were done. Do you have any feedback on that one, or is that a fair assessment?
I liked what you said about Grant Dawson putting himself on the back foot, because he really did. Once, Bobby Green showed up, he did the classic, big chest walking in, hands down, And Grant Dawson almost initially just took himself back a little bit, just felt back into that seat, if you will, put his back against the cage and trying to find a way. And I was in those moments when you're doing that kind of stuff and you're thinking a little bit too much instead of reacting to what's going on. That's exactly where it was. And that stiffness you're talking about did come into effect, because he wasn't smooth, he wasn't crisp, he wasn't actually there. He was stiff, throwing the big punches, wanting to hurt Bobby Green. And it ends up how we saw it end up. And that's a lot of the time, man. That's why you got to be comfortable in there to get it done like Bobby Green does.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I guess this is really a testament to Bobby Green continuously taking these opportunities. A lot of people call him crazy. Like, why are you taking this fight right here? This is Islam Makhachev 2.0. That's basically what I said, right? But look at Bobby Green. He says, listen, I'm after the money fights. I'm after the opportunity fights. And what's a better opportunity than a win-win fight against a top 10 ranked fighter? You stole all his momentum. You stole all his popularity. And now he's over here calling out Dan Hooker. Renato Moicano's calling for his name. The top 10 wants Bobby Green now. So he's found himself in a position to be able to escalate himself and come closer to, who would have known, a title shot? Bobby Green, bro. Oh my God, the king. You gotta love it, man. Implications, AJ. I mean, I pretty much lined him up right there. Is there anything that I missed on that one? What's next for Bobby Green?
Man, what's next for Bobby Green is a hell of a lot of paydays, Derek. Bobby Green's a fun fighter. I'm not saying I'm calling for him to have the title. I don't know if he'll even get close, but I do know that Bobby Green, each fight he's going to be paid a lot more money for exactly what he does in there, man. And that's, I think, one of the best parts about this for Bobby Green is he's going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to see a lot of entertaining fights because of it.
And AJ, let me just say right here is the closest Bobby Green has been to the title in his entire career thus far, bro. So that's why I'm saying, like, you don't talk about might not even get close. He's already there. He's top 10 right now. Anybody in the top 10 got a shot. So I will say Bobby Green is a testament to, if there is an opportunity, that is a door waiting to be kicked in. Bobby Green kicked it in, and the king is here to stay. Grant Dawson will make his return, but top 10, Bobby Green, you got to love it.